Hello YouTube, this is the shaft out of the other rear shock, or strut I should say, the shock absorber part. We're going to make a punch out of this, and it's going to be tapered. We'll cut off the threads, maybe we damage that part. We'll smooth this taper out so it's not such a step, and then it'll be tapered down to a fine point, which probably take maybe half of this to do it. This is how I have to cut the nut off. I cut the nut, got it all loose, and I chiseled it and spun it around. It's down inside the strut. It's you got to have a tool to hold this, and I just cut it off. So we're going to save this part this time, because what we want to do is we have about 10 inches of working punch here. We want to handle about 5 inches long. So we got these big carriage bolts so we can pound on. We figured about a 5-inch handle. And I've done it before, but I'm thinking about maybe, I don't have no wood. Wood's hard to drill through straight. It's harder than plastic because your drill bit will wander. So we're thinking about maybe paracord and some epoxy on it. So maybe like a 5-inch handle. Something like that. You know, then kind of taper it, you know what I mean? Round, you know, start out small, then it'll get fatter up here, and then maybe come back to where this is. We don't know yet. It'll be a big surprise. At least we'll make the punch in this video. We'll save the handle for another one. So we're just making short videos. It's like 65 in the shop. Pretty windy outside, not bad. It's sunny. So we're going to go outside and do some work. We'll go chop this off, and then we'll start doing some tapering. And we're going to try this time to use the bench grinder. It's a lot easier setting here than trying to do some of that with 4.5-inch grinder, because that ain't much to grind. That and the belt sander, I think we can bring it down to a taper. It's not going to be a point like a punch, center punch. It'll probably have like a little over 1/8 inch, 3/16, you know, flat for pounding on the head of a bolt or something. So it'll be kind of like an alignment punch driving out a pin type punch. So just a different tool that I don't have. But yeah, we're going to leave that welded on there. Like I said, makings of a handle. So that'll save some work. So let's get to work. Like I always say, let's talk more work. We'll bring you back when we got some progress done. Well, we did some grinding on the grindstone, and our little 2-inch wide belt sander wouldn't do what we want to do. So we went to the big one, our 4-inch wide with that blue belt on it. You've seen it when I made that real big punch. That gives me more control here, as big as this is. See how can you see how it comes tapered down like this? Stays about the same. And then it drops down here, kind of bullet shaped. We wasn't too worried about making a complete taper all the way down, because this is a punch that'll drive out stuff. So I think you know what I mean. You know, it kind of goes here fat, and then it stays about the same until it gets up in here, which is not easy to do. To take that what was in here factory, to try to taper that down, it takes a lot of work. Because you start grinding and mess it up. You'll put grooves in it. You'll go too far down here or up here. And on the belt sander, where it dips in where the roller is, it kind of sags the belt. You can get down in there and, you know, kind of turn it like this, you know. So you're down something where the sanding belt curves. I think you know what I mean. We'll go polish this up with our abrasive wheels and stuff. And it'll be another day for the handle. But I like that idea, keeping that there. Maybe tack weld the bolt. Like I said, piece of bolt on there. And wrapping it with something. Because I just don't have no big plastic screwdriver handles. But let's go polish it up. And see how nice it looks. I mean, it doesn't matter. I just want to see how good I can make it look. Okay, this didn't do a whole lot of smoothing it out, but it did take the roughness off from the heavy-duty sanding belt, so it's smooth. Like I said, that's what, about 1/8 of an inch, a little over. Nice for driving out something. If you had to reach down in somewhere to get to a pin to drive it out, or to get it to start to come out, because I have roll pin punches, but see, you had to really smack it really hard. So it's kind of an odd shape. It is really hard to get a nice, perfect taper all the way. That's why it steps down. I could do it if I want to spend enough time, but it's just a tool. And the handle will be another video, so thanks for watching this one. I did take a picture on the greasy rag just from the sanding belt, so we'll see if you can tell if there's much difference in the finish of it. So we're out of here. Look for the pictures.